Okay, today we're going to see how to use expressions like so, such, and such a or such an. First, let's have a golden question. We have to identify the kind of word that will follow each of these expressions. And for that, let's remember an adjective modifies a noun, an adverb usually modifies a verb. A noun can be in singular or plural, just like chair or chairs, or uncountable. That's why we have two types of nouns, countable and uncountable. And a verb can be an action or a state. To use so, we have three rules. First, it can be used before an adjective. That is why it says if there is an adjective after, we can use so. We have the noun food, the verb to be, the intensifier so, and the adjective delicious. Yes, so intensifies the level of delicious. You can also do it before an adverb. That means to say that you can have a verb like she runs so fast. We are determining that the way she runs is not just fast, it's so fast. It intensifies the level of fast. And as you can see below, for each of the options, you can add that so that you can have more information in a way of comparing. It was so delicious that nothing was left. She runs so fast that nobody can beat her. Both ways of writing the sentences are correct, like this, or with a that and adding information. And the third use can be with a noun. If you find all these possibilities and mixes with nouns, you can also use so. For example, there was so much noise. In here we have the intensifier, so. Then we have a quantifier, commonly used for uncountable nouns, and the noun, noise, which, as I said, is uncountable. And its opposite would be with little. Little is the opposite of much. I have so little food on my plate. Food is the uncountable noun, little is the quantifier, so is the intensifier. It can also be done for countable nouns, both for big amounts, I have read so many books, or for few amounts, there are so few students in class. And the same as the previous slide, you can add that to any of them to make a longer sentence. There was so much noise that I couldn't study. I'm giving reason of the effect that the noise had. Then the word such. The word such can be used if you have an adjective and then an uncountable or countable plural noun. This is very important to notice. Countables cannot be singular with such. Okay? It is such important work. Ask yourselves, is work uncountable or countable plural? Yes, it is uncountable. He tells such funny jokes. Jokes is the countable plural noun. I cannot say he tells such funny joke. Okay? You can also add, as the same as with so, you can add that. He tells such funny jokes that you can't stop laughing. Think of an example. It is such important work that. Think about it. What would you add? Now, when do you use countable singular nouns? When you have such a or such an, considering that the article a or an is the little particle that helps me know the singularity of a noun. It isn't such a crazy idea. I have an adjective that describes the idea and the such a that intensifies what kind of idea it is. She's got such a nice little sister. Okay, I have two adjectives here that describe the sister, but I only have an a to describe or talk about a one sister. And the same, you can add that. It was such a terrible day that our picnic was ruined.